An officer shortage in Golden Valley is prompting the police department to take creative measures to respond to calls. CCX News reporter Delane Cleveland has more.
Shannon, the Golden Valley Police Department currently has 17 sworn officers, but they're budgeted to have 31. During a city council work session this week, Police Chief Virgil Green laid out some of the reasons for the officer shortage and discussed steps to try to fill that void in the meantime.
This isn't a profession where people are just really running through your door, filling out, applications or getting online, submitting applications. So it's a struggle all across the country to get people to want to become police officers.
One of the biggest issues for Golden Valley is trying to retain officers. From 2018 to 2022, the city hired or promoted 19 people to serve as sworn patrol officers, but only 5 of those people are still employed. A retention rate of 26%. According to city documents, some of the officers who left cited a toxic work culture. City documents also say Golden Valley's low crime volume is another deterrent, and new recruits want to work for a city where there is, quote, a lot of action.
If you're looking for, the high crime rates and the homicides and all that, Golden Valley isn't the city where that has happened.
To address the shortage in the short term, Golden Valley has partnered with the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office to have deputies cover shifts. For investigative work, the city has hired Belcom, a Bloomington-based security company made up of former officers. And for medical calls, it's relying on the help of the Golden Valley Fire Department. But in the long term, it's hoping to hire officers away from other cities.
The main message is that if you're looking for professional growth within a police department, and you're not getting that where you're at, then we have those opportunities here.
Meanwhile, the city's offering a $10,000 hiring incentive to recruit more officers to fill those open positions. In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
A bill to fully fund special education is making progress at the state capitol. During a House Education Finance Committee hearing, Osseo area schools testified on the bill's behalf. Osseo officials say they've taken roughly $28 million from general classroom funds to pay for mandated special education expenses.
We are very fortunate in that our district, because of our voters, have approved local operating levies that help sustain us. The intent of those levies when they were approved was to provide new innovation and improved educational opportunities for our students. However, today the vast majority of those funds simply go to pay for cross subsidies.
The bill's chief author described the situation as robbing Peter to pay Paul. Lawmakers point the finger at the federal government, which they say hasn't fully fulfilled special education funding promises for decades. 2 Maple Grove residents are about to open the first native fabric store in Minnesota. Fire Mountain Fabrics is located in Brooklyn Park, and as Sonia Goins shows us, the store features more than just materials. It also features culture and tradition.
Kind of surreal. But it's great.
The sound of laughter echoes throughout the new Fire Mountain Fabric store.
It's been a really fun journey so far.
Owners Arlene Fairbanks and Jessica Travis,
there are a lot of prints that our community is looking for,
are busy preparing for opening day.
Just making sure that we have a wide variety that people from different tribes would be interested in.
Bright, colorful patterns of fabric line the walls.
Ojibwe Dakota, different florals.
The material is used to make native clothing and regalia that you often see during powwows.
This is a little girl's fancy shawl.
Regalia is a powerful symbol of a dancer's heritage.
With the ribbon skirt.
Jessica is Lakota from the Standing Rock and Cheyenne River Sioux tribes.
My grandmother started making this rug 20 years ago now.
And Arlene is Navajo from the Coyote Pass clan.
Take this one.
The best friends met about 9 years ago when they both served on the Osseo School District American Indian Education Parent Advisory Committee.
So we started sewing together, and then we kind of did that whole, she started with her daughter's fancy shawl outfit.
This summer, Arlene's world was turned upside down. She was diagnosed with an aggressive form of ovarian cancer, and Jessica held her hand during treatments.
With her cancer journey, realizing that there's no better day than today to actually live the dream.
They started researching, eventually launching an online business, partnering with vendors who specialize in native fabrics.
We just have had great feedback from it, and so we're like, all right, we can do this. Let's roll with it.
Soon afterward, they set up a brick and mortar store where the entrepreneurs also sew custom items and sell kits so people can make their own regalia.
We have ribbon skirts that we make just for kids.
Jessica and Arlene say they are focused on giving back to the community and sharing their rich heritage.
Being able to offer fabrics that aren't available anywhere. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Fire Mountain Fabrics is scheduled to open on February 11th. A Golden Valley brewery credits its loyal Knights for 4 wonderful years.
We've had regulars that have stuck with us through thick and thin. They've been with us through the beginning, through COVID. They're still coming in. A lot of them are part of our mug club that they all drink out of special crafted chalices and mugs. And they belong to our KNIGHT Night Club.
Under Pressure Brewing, located behind the Lap 14 restaurant off of Highway 55, is celebrating its 4th anniversary this weekend with live music, barbecue, and of course, new beers. If you've never been to Under Pressure, the brewery has made a name for itself, not just for the beer, but also for its blends.
Anything light, fruity, bitter, dark, we have everything here. Hopefully we can hit your taste buds. And if we don't have exactly what you want, we should have something that's really close to it.
The anniversary celebration runs from 4 to 10 p.m. on Friday and 1 to 10 on Saturday.
Wednesday marked a big day for some student athletes signing their national letters of intent for college athletics. It was a day to celebrate. 23 seniors at Maple Grove High School were honored Wednesday morning in the school's only ceremony of the year. Many of the athletes had already signed, but it was a way for all of them to be recognized at once. Several players from Maple Grove State Championship football team signed. Other sports represented include golf, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, baseball, hockey, softball, and gymnastics. We talked to 4 of these Crimson seniors about the day and the schools they chose.
Well, John, I chose Duluth because, I've always wanted to stay close to home, and I'm excited to go up north. I love the area, love the school, love the program, and we're really just looking to sort of revamp the program after COVID and get after it up there.
I chose Minnesota to be closer to my friends and family, and I think that the dynamic that the team is making and the coaching staff is great, and being able to go play for a Hall of Famer is something that's also pretty cool.
The football program has been pretty good. This class that we have this year, it looks really nice. We have a lot of commits that I'm already getting in touch with, and it just feels like a good spot, and the campus is beautiful.
I think it's really awesome because of how many student athletes there really are in this school, and it's also really nice because I know each and every one of them, and they're the best people, and they all deserve this, and it's awesome to be sitting there with all of them. I'm just really proud.
It's Conference Championship Week in Nordic skiing as racers tune up for next week's section meets. Another cold day for skiing Tuesday at the Lake Conference Championships in Bloomington. The boys up first. Daniel McCollar of Wayzata, 4th at the state meet a year ago, goes out 3rd in the pursuit race. Edina's Andrew DeFore wins the conference title. His pursuit time 11 minutes 27 seconds. DeFore had won the classic style race earlier in the day. Benin Bradabo of Eden Prairie and McCollar play 2nd and 3rd. McCollar's pursuit time actually the fastest among all finishers. Logan Drevlo in bib 5:02 is the first finisher for Hopkins. He places 5th overall. Drevlo is just an 8th grader. Wayzata wins the meet with 6 racers placing in the top 15, including Luke Janicki, Ronan Leonard, and Parker Diedrich here. Then it's the girls' pursuit, where Wayzata and Minnetonka battled it out for the team title. Audrey Parham of Wayzata is way out in front at the end of the pursuit race, finishing the 5K in 13 minutes 55 seconds, more than 25 seconds ahead of the runner-up. Wayzata's Grace Wormerskirchen is the next local finisher, placing 6th overall in 15 minutes 14 seconds. Trojans' Lila Golem is also a top 10 finisher, coming in 9th place. Hopkins' top skier is Daphne Grobstein. She's just in front of Maddie James from team champion Wayzata. Both Hopkins and Wayzata will compete in the Section 6 meet on Monday, back again at Highland. In boys basketball, Buffalo and Hopkins are among the contenders in the Tough Lake Conference this winter. Those two teams met up Tuesday night, and Jason Malillo has the highlights.
The Hopkins and Buffalo boys basketball teams both ranked in the top 10, meeting on the Royals' home floor. Late first half, Jaden Semenko hits a big three-pointer for Hopkins. Grady Guida answers right back with a money ball for the Bison. They're up 33-32 at halftime. Second half, Buffalo works the ball inside-outside, and Brody Wishart strokes a three-pointer. Later, Torrey Johnson hits a tray and is fouled as the Bison build a 50-39 lead. The action heats up. Anthony Smith hits from distance for Hopkins, 3 of his game-high 20 points. Kai Penny finds Guida cutting to the hoop, and he finishes for the Bison. They're up 10. But the Royals go on a 9-0 run. Semenko cracks a catch-and-shoot 3, and it's 58-57. The Bison up 3 in the final seconds. Semenko shooting for the tie, but it's off the mark, and Buffalo beats Hopkins 60-57. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.